sure. Alright, video looks a lot better from last night. You can see the lettering. Let's look at some cards real quick. See every name. I like it. My little test run, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Looks like we're set up pretty good for tonight. No lag. That's a plus. No skipping. Screen looks good. Let's see here. All right, we're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Sound is good. Video's good. We're setting all right now. One minute till countdown. I know a lot of people out watching the Avengers Endgame tonight. If I can get done with this in time, I might go. Alright. Look like we're running smooth on the other end. All right, 9 o'clock, 2019 Bowman Hobby, full case, eBay break number 2. Today's date is April the 25th, 2019. There is a sealed case. For the new guys in the room today, I top load all numbered cards, so and everything will go out tomorrow. Focus just went out of whack just a little. Let's see, does it stay that way? No, it's good right there. All right. Oh yeah, I figured out what it was, Pac-Man. I use XSplit when I go live on Facebook. I use OBS when I go live on YouTube. And last night I was running on XSplit, and for some reason XSplit settings are so much different than OBS's. How about some new guy mojo? Man, you know, I've heard of such thing. I don't know if it's an urban legend or not, but I have heard of a such thing. Guys, I'll get everything out, shipped to you all tomorrow. Again, I top load all numbered cards. Make sure everybody's aware of them. If there's ever anything that you hit that you want graded, all I ask is you join the Facebook group, shoot me over a message, let me know. We probably send out 400 cards a week, if I had to guess, to PSA and Beckett. it's nice to do the eBay breaks because I've only got one member. One guy in here tonight is actually that participates in the Facebook group. Everybody else are all, newer people. Who just got drafted? Pac-Man. I know tonight the draft's been a little weird. What's up, Marty? Welcome. I changed the focus around a little bit, Pac-Man, to take it off the autofocus in the back and focus more on the cards. That way everybody can see names, numbers, colors. It's a work in progress with these broadcasting deals that we're using. New Guy Mojo. That's what I'm saying. I heard it was an urban legend. I'm not the smartest man in the world or anything, but I have heard. All right, we're gonna see which side the auto's on tonight. That's usually. I'm gonna start here. All right. Otani. We're looking for that silly Bryce Harper paper. Yeah, the draft has been weird. The Raiders had 47,000 picks of the best players that they could have got and reached big time their first pick. Why give up Khalil Mack if you're just gonna goof it all off, I guess. I am seeing trends in some of these players, though. Some of the players are going down, and a few of these guys are shooting up right now. Lyon Richardson for the Cincinnati Reds, base auto. It's going to Arcate. Base auto, Lyon Richardson. So we'll go opposite stack next box, guys. Carter K. Boom, who got the call up today. If you got any Carter K. Booms, guys, right now is the time to move them. If you're wanting to maximize the dollar value, unless he comes up and tears it up. Tomorrow is the all-out Vlad day. 135 out of 250. Yordan Alvarez purple paper. $135 out of 250. Atomic Anthony K. New York Mets. Yeah, you got Vlad Jr. and Carter K. Boone getting the call for tomorrow. I'm excited to see what Vlad does, if he's anything like his dad. Alex Kirilloff, 119 out of 150 Atomic, top 100. The new list comes out. He should be higher than 13. Nick Neidert, 12 out of 499 refractor for the Miami Marlins. Wander Franco Chrome. Gleyber Torres. Got any collectors in the room? We do. Tell me what you collect. I like to hear about other people's collections. The draft is here tonight. It started raining about 2 hours ago. We thought about going. It was like, nah, 400,000 people downtown Nashville. Nah, I'm going to pass. Steelers and Pirates. Old school Pirates fan or new school Pirates fan? I'm talking Bobby Bonilla, Barry Bonds, Andy Van Slyke days, the original Tim Wakefield. Steelers, I can go. I can pull for the Steelers. Pirates, I'm a Cubs fan, so can't do it. They got a beautiful park. Yeah, I'm a Cubs fan from 1985, not from 2013. Yeah, I always say there's two kinds of Cubs fans. The new Cubs fans are also New England Patriot fans. Yeah, alright, so the auto was in this stack. We'll go to this stack this time. Pirates fans since you were born. Daz Cameron. Yeah, the new Cubs fans were also Carolina Panthers fans, New Orleans Saints fans, Golden State Warrior fans. Pirates fan too. Ooh, there's two of you guys in the room. I might have to get rid of one of you. I'm only allowed one. Yeah, you're only allowed one per team. Jose De La Cruz, Atomic, Detroit Tigers. The Pirates, the new Pirates, it seems like their general manager is the one that screws the team up. They've had all the pieces, and then somehow, some way, managed to mess it up. The Chris Archer deal was the head scratcher for me. Brent Honeywell, 169 out of 250 purple. for the Rays. Yeah, Meadows and Glasnow for Chris Archer. That Meadows is on a. I mean, we all thought Meadows was a beast. He comes up with Tampa Bay and he does exactly what we thought he was going to do. Chris Archer, he might prove me wrong, but it's hard to give up a prospect like Meadows for a pitcher like Archer. Yeah, and see, I can go to the Cubs side of that. The Cubs gave up Eloy Jimenez for Carlos Quintana. They gave up Gleyber Torres for Aroldis Chapman. That stings. Yeah, those sting because they could have gotten rid of Schwarber in the last 2 years, picked up a pitcher, and kept Eloy and Gleyber. Yeah, it's silly. Some of it's silly, man. I don't know. I don't know what some of them are thinking sometimes. Yeah, it looks exactly what the Braves gave up for Teixeira back in the day. Taylor Widener, 9 out of 25, orange paper. Like I said, Archer probably could win a Cy Young in the future. I don't know, but it's hard to give up what they gave up for him. Wander. We got a blue Christian Santana, 142 out of 150. One of the Dodgers, and KJ Campos. Nice hit, KJ. No. Archer was he was a good pitcher on a bad team. And now he's just a okay pitcher on a better team. But the Rays, you're looking at the Rays this year. The Rays are actually doing really good, but last year they were not as good. I think it's safe to say on the next eBay break I do, I think my other camera should be here and set up in time. So I'll have one camera facing down on the cards and one camera facing the front. Yeah, I like that one right there, the Santana. I'm semi-high on him out of 19 Bowman. I like him, Julio Pablo Martinez, and Rodriguez for the Mariners. I think Julio Pablo Martinez, I think his prices came out a little too strong. He said, mojo, mojo, mojo. Right. And Jumbo, man, I've always been a personal hobby breaker. Okay. So if I'm opening cases for myself, I'm opening hobby. Simple reason, Orange Wander Javier, Orange Joey Bart. A jumbo case is about $1,000 more, and you're going to get 10 more Rudy Poo autos out of it. You're going to get at least one decent auto, but for $1,000, that one decent auto doesn't make sense for me. I'm with you, Baseball Brownie. It's hobby or nothing for me. I pulled so many big orange cards for customers. It's scary, and I love it. I love the oranges. Oranges are my favorite colors, what I tell people. Supers are one in a million shot. Oranges, they're numbered out of 25, and there's a bunch of them. Austin Beck Atomic for the Oakland Athletics. You like the hobby? Yeah, the hobby's always, I mean, hobby produces, jumbo produces just a touch more because you do get the extra decent auto. But for the price, it doesn't make sense to get hammered on jumbo. You haven't hit much in hobby. Blue paper Jazz Chisholm, 140 out of 150. I like Beck, Lazarito, Armenteros. I've got a bunch of Lazarito, Armentero stuff. His blues got crazy for a little while. Kris Bryant. Everybody's wanting to know what happened to Kris Bryant. Nothing happened to him. He was never that good. I'm a Cubs fan, and I think Kris Bryant's too pretty for baseball. But I am glad that they did not go and sign his buddy, Bryce Harper. Julio Rodriguez, 277 out of 299. This guy right here mashes. That guy right there absolutely mashes. He's a number 4 Seattle prospect. Dude's going to be a future stud. Ohtani, who took batting practice yesterday and demolished everything he hit. Dawel Lugo. Been a lot of surprise guys so far this year. I would have never thought in a million years that Cody Bellinger and Jock Peterson would have 10 home runs apiece before the end of April. Jesus Sanchez. Marco Luciano. That is a nice card. 239 out of 299. Going to the San Francisco Giants. Going to Bubbles. Congratulations, sir. That is a big hit. Very nice. It's a big card. Try to get the light out of it. You see the numbering? Oh well. You got a nice graded one. Man, I'll tell you, we had a card show here, Luke, and me and a guy did a trade on a Bellinger. Now this is when Bellinger Bowman Chromes were worth like $225. Okay. I traded an Eloy Jimenez base PSA 10. I think it was a PSA 10 for a Bellinger 9510 base, a Mickey Pontiac base, a Lolo Sanchez blue, and something else. I get home from the show. Dude hits 2 home runs that night. So the next day, I'm looking, and 2 of them sell on eBay for $325. Well, I lost on Bellinger last year because he struggled, and I was like, you know what? This card just went up $100 in 24 hours. So I sold it. I think they're at $700 right now. I made $100 on the card. I was happy. But I think they're up to $700 right now, and he's still batting over 400. So that's one of my head scratcher moves of the year. It's like, all right, silly dude. Make $100. You could have made $450. I love the prospecting game, but the stress that comes with it it's silly sometimes. I can say that one. Let's see, Manny Margot. I don't know if anybody pays attention to who Manny Margot is, but at one time he was a big prospect. Lost thousands of dollars on him. Aaron Judge. I had 20 or 25 Bowman Chrome base auto 9510s. I was begging people to take them at $80 a piece. I think they got as high as $1,000 a card. But I kept all my Manny Margot's. Yeah, I learned a lesson, is what I say. There was a guy in here last night, Lazo. He calls me. He's like, hey, bro. He's like, I can buy this orange Yordan Alvarez Gem Plus. Do you want to split it with me? I was like, man, I don't know. I said, I don't even know if I have the money. I looked. I was like, man, I don't have the money for it right now. So he buys the card. I think in the last 2.5 weeks, if he was to sell it today, you see them champagne swirls? I see champagne swirls. We're going to set that right there because I don't know if it's auto or not. It is still sitting back there. Champagne swirls are always nice. Miguel Amaya, Atomic. I want to see if there's an auto in this box anywhere, if that's going to be the auto. I don't want to see the super right out of the start. Wait and see on that one. Yeah, that's a wait and see kind of card. It'll be on Sports Card Scammers Exposed. Brandon Cooks out of 99. What was the other one? Max Schrock. Max Schrock. Well, that's my first super out of 19. I think I'm 5 cases in. Sweet. But is it New Guy Mojo? That's the question, because that's a 30th anniversary card. Uh-oh. Is that a New Guy Mojo or is that an Old Guy Mojo? Some crappy twin. Oh man. Alright. Here's what we'll do. We'll take bets on it. I don't take bets. It's I lose, you guys win. Start throwing out names. Whoever can guess it, if anybody does guess it, I'll give you $20 break credit. All you got to do is message me if you win a break, and I'll discount your break for you. Your Sotos. Man, I was buying up every Soto I could find, him and Tatis. I did really well with Tatis and Soto. I don't have any right now. Yeah, I have 0 Tatis. He said, I need to go to bed. That's what normally when you get up, that's when the hit comes. When you go to sleep. I'm just hoping it might possibly be an auto, but I don't think it is. Brent Rooker, 52 out of 250. I've seen very few of those 30s autographed. Brent Rooker, purple paper. Deathridge, autograph, superfractor. What a reach. Acuna, man, if it's Acuna, that would be that's a very, very big card. Miguel Amaya. I'm gonna say it's Wander Franco. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Wander Franco non-autoed super. Connor Capel. Base auto for the Cleveland Indians. Ken Griffey, if it's the Ken Griffey Jr., I'm your buyer. I've got over 10,000 Ken Griffey Jr. cards. That's my super PC is Ken Griffey Jr. How about Kyle Tucker? Interesting. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it's the Wander Franco non-auto super. Eloy Jimenez. Forrest Whitley. Pash. Nah, I don't think it's autographed either. All right. Somebody called it. Somebody called it. Where's it at? Because I seen it. No, they said 30th. I'd settle for the Pash 30th auto. That is a non-autoed Christian Pash. What's up, Martin Reyes? Superfractor #1. Congratulations. You got $20 coming to you, Marty. If you win another break of mine, just shoot me a message and I'll discount your team $20, buddy. I do not mag supers, especially in Bowman Chrome, because we do a lot of grading. So you don't want any surface issues. Christian Pash 101. Super duper. You did say something last night about I had to pull, there was one per case, didn't you, Marty? Aren't you the one from last night said there was one super per case? Said it in the small writing. Oh man. Yeah, in the small writing, it's one super per case. And I laughed and was like, no, I don't think that's the right odds, but the focus is terrible in the back, but oh well. Yep, that was you. Yeah. Marty said, huh? You wanted the Acuna super last night. Tonight you got the Pash super. I don't know where the Acuna's at. Yeah, I have no clue on where the Acuna's at, but I do know where the Pash is at. First Brave super. You collect Braves. William Perkins was in here last night, Marty. He's a big Braves collector. He's a Chipper Jones guy. And he's got Mississippi Braves season tickets. I bet he's got over 10,000 in-person autographs. Yesterday he got Jesus Sanchez, Brendan McKay, and somebody else. They were playing the Mississippi Braves. Yeah, he's a Chipper Jones, Freddie Freeman collector. Where's the Franco Superfractor? I have no clue. I know one of them's been pulled. I don't know which super was pulled. It might have. I think it was the base card non-autoed. I know yesterday Joey Bart's super was pulled. It's got a damn 7.5 auto on it. Beautiful card, just a bad auto. Spring training, yeah. He's got tons of autographed MLB balls. You know, he buys the MLB balls or whatever. He's got stacks and stacks and stacks and walls of them. My weird buddy Shoe. Me and him became friends years ago over some baseball cards. He's my running buddy at Nationals. We go to wherever the Nationals are that year. We go to baseball games, hang out, goof off, and look at some cards. I do both. Yeah, we do both. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I think PSA bulk is like $10 a card. BGS has just recently gotten rid of their 20-day service, so it's either 5, 10, or 30-day now. Daniel Johnson, Atomic. I've got it in a pinned post in our Facebook group. I deal with so many numbers, baseball brownie, that it's hard for me to keep up with them. And then I think the recase, well, I know what the recase are because I got billed on some of that this morning. Alex Kirilloff, 5 out of 25, orange paper for the Twins. Five out of 25. I got a bunch in today. And I looked over them earlier, went live and showed the guy what I thought. Pulled like 15 of his cards to send back to him instead of sending them to grade. I do a lot of PSA bulk myself. I do a ton of PSA bulk grading. Helio Ramos, 77 out of 299. I personally probably send 200 cards a month to PSA. On supers and stuff like that, I'd almost tell you to go to Beckett, send it to Beckett on a 5-day. Just because I feel like their cases are a little bit better, and that centering looked pretty damn good from what I'm looking at right now. Ian Anderson, 18 out of 25, orange, top 100. Yeah, Dr. Cards, a lot of his guys started sending stuff to me whenever he went to move, whenever he did his little move or whatever. Yeah, a lot of his people started subbing with me. Just all you gotta do, like I said, you can join the group. You don't have to. I'm not one of those that are like, you gotta go to the Facebook group. But if I do any submissions for you, I prefer if you're in the group. Just search Bruised Breaks on Facebook. I am Michael Hunter, but everybody calls me Brew. Been that way since I was a kid, and I'm not a Brewers fan. The past 10 minutes, yeah, there was a superfractor. A Christian Pash superfractor was hit. Edward Cabrera, 69 out of 100, atomic auto. Edward Cabrera for the Marlins going to Oak City, 69 out of 100. They say he does good work. I don't know. I've never used him before. So. Oh. Blood. PSA is where it's at for value. Yeah, I send in a lot of dumb stuff. Baseball brownie. Yeah, ain't no problem. Yeah, not a problem at all. Yeah, not a Brewers fan, Cubs fan. Yeah, Cubs fan. William Contreras orange. His stuff went through the roof for a little while, didn't it, baseball? I think I want to say I saw a couple of blue waves or something of him. There's also two other breakers that work for me. One is a business partner, one is an employee. So 90% of the time, guys, if you buy in the eBay breaks, you're going to get me. 10% of the time, you might get Armac or Alex. They're good dudes. They're from out west. They're in the California area. So, you're a Bryce Harper guy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was over just talking trash about him too. Harper's good for baseball. I just don't like him. No, you're very welcome, Marty. Yeah, if you win a team, man, just shoot me a message and say, hey, man, can you update that? And I'll send you an updated invoice. First half of this case is not disappointed. It's been a good first half. Just a baseball fan? Tell them, John, go Cubbies, baby. Go Cubs, go. I fly the flag every time they win, even though that's not much here lately. But at the beginning of the year, it wasn't much. Now it seems to be happening more. How do I feel about Panini Baseball? Honestly, or you may lie to you, Luke? because I'll do both. You just tell me which one you want. Box 6, guys. Good luck. How do you feel about Panini Baseball? I'm a chromie. Whew. And a breaker. Whew. I'll give you my chromie side of it and my breaker side of it. Nate Pearson Atomic. Panini Baseball, as long as it's affordable, I'm okay with it. But when they put a logo on it, I get a little upset. Panini does do a good job, like, say, for instance, National Treasures, Flawless. I'm actually looking forward to Leather and Lumbers. It looks like an old school product. Some Panini products, I just can't get with them. I just can't do it. And that's the honest truth. I know a lot of people say, well, okay, Diamond Kings. Diamond Kings is a very cheap product that always produces something really, really nice out of a case. But to me, it's not worth the price of the case. Flawless Baseball. Flawless Baseball would be a lot better with logos. If they just give it up to Topps, man, Flawless Baseball would be definitive, hyped up. I love definitive compared to Flawless. Definitive is, to me, the best product out, other than Chrome. And I mean, that's my opinion on it, and I don't like to try to sway people's opinions. 148 out of 150, Yasniel Diaz, Blue Chrome. NT is great. To me, NT is better than Flawless, but Flawless, we had the one bad year at NT. I think that was 2015 when the RPAs and stuff had jumbo napkins on it. I think that was 15 National Treasures. Now, 16 National Treasures came back out, and it was great. Diamond Kings, it's a cheaper product. It's a ton of cards. It's a ton of hits. Jersey cards, sticker auto, stuff like that. I actually got into a Diamond King break and hit a 1-on-1 Mookie Betts. So I can't, it was a cheap break. I was into it for like $20. But if I'm spending, $60 to $100 a spot, I want better product. Yes, now the flawless in-case cards with the Babe Ruth, the Mantle, the Gehrig, dude, that's top notch. 100%. Put a damn logo on them because they're old. You know what I'm saying? Let them get by with having the logo on stuff like that. Ty Cobb, anything of old players. The cut autos, Clemente. I mean, they do a great job with that. But it doesn't have logos on it. And as a Ken Griffey Jr. collector, I don't have as many Panini cards in my collection as Topps and other places. Keegan Thompson, base auto for the Cubs. But like I said, if it's not Bowman, Chrome, or Draft, and I'll even do a little Topps Chrome, I'm into Definitive. Definitive is great. Now, I'm going to change up the sport on you, but if Panini had Jordan and LeBron, Panini would be the National Treasures basketball, and Flawless basketball would be the most sought after product ever. I don't understand the whole logo thing with these guys. They paid so much money, but they're still producing cards without logos. Yeah. Topps screwed up years ago when they let Panini have all the football. Topps Chrome football was one of the best products out. So, I don't know. That's my opinion. I like Crown Royal basketball. That was one of my better basketball products because you get a prime silhouette and you're talking $1,500, $2,000 for just Allen Iverson or a Joel Embiid. You hit a Doncic, which we hit 2 Doncic time silhouettes. They sold for over $5,000 a piece. So I'm heavily allocated in baseball products, not so much allocated in the other stuff from suppliers. So baseball products, I would break year round. Yeah, they renewed it. I want to say they renewed it the beginning of this year. But like I said, I don't understand the whole concept behind that, because if they both had logos, could you imagine what they could do? I mean, Panini, Topps had Bowman Tech and Topps High Tech. I loved Topps High Tech for years, and in the last 2 years, I've absolutely despised it. Jumbo cut. See, I got a Gary Carter setting up on one of my shelves right now, the booklet. I got a Gary Carter. It's a autographed check, National Treasures booklet, Jersey Auto. I love that stuff. But I kind of believe they're both producing way too many products, therefore watering down everything. But when they're spending the money they are on these contracts for these players and the contracts for the license and everything, I understand, because, you know, you see guys just autographing, you know, thousands and thousands of stickers. Well, they got to get the money back out of the product for owning the license and everything else. It's a catch-22. It really is. They're getting the rights back to the 90s. I wish overall both companies would produce just a small touch better product. Brandon Crawford, 205 out of 499. Like the collations. All right, Inception Baseball, there should be no reason why I pull out, you know, 7 autos of the same guy in one case. I've been back in the cards for, I think, 5-6 years now. Christian Javier, Atomic. You bought your first pack last week since the 90s. Man, the group breaks, I'll say this, the group breaks are, and you guys are going to be like, damn, dude, you're a breaker. The group breaks are making this business blow up and killing it off a little bit at the same time. We're making it to where you can buy into an entire case of a product, pick a team, you know, and have that team. But in the same breath, 69 out of 150 Sean Murphy, we're running out of the product at a extremely fast rate. Sean Murphy, 69 out of 150. You know, we're trying to get as much of certain products as we can, and we're basically making a drought on it. Once that initial wave is through, no one can buy it. I send this Chrome. Okay, I'll send your Chrome to him. Does the super does consider Chrome, doesn't it? It considers Chrome. Pac-Man, grats on your super there, buddy. Yeah, because that's a non-autoed hit back there. So, I mean, we're good for business and bad for business all at the same time. And I like to be realistic. You know, that's kind of the reason why some of the guys like me and some of them don't. Estery, Ruiz, 317 out of 499. I'm 36. I'll be 37 in 10 days. I've been collecting cards since I was 4 years old. Yeah. Ken Griffey Jr., back when I was a kid, it was whatever the Chicago Cubs had, and then Griffey came along, and I was hooked. I had to have every Griffey card ever. Yeah, well, all right, baseball. That's where I'm. Okay, this is what I do. I buy and sell this stuff right here, and when I sell it, I go after other things. Abraham Lincoln cut autos. There's a red something back there. I go after Babe Ruth's, Mickey Mantle's, Leody Tavares 5 out of 5 red shimmer. I love that guy, and he's on fire right now. Texas Rangers are Tato. Leody Tavares. When I finish up breaking tonight, Pac-Man, I'll do a little spin on the camera once I get done with the hit recap. I'll show you some of the jerseys and autographed jerseys and stuff I got on the wall. It's Ken Griffey Jr.'s, Brett Favre's. I mean, I'm a collector. 100%, I'll tell anybody. I am a collector through and through. I buy and sell the prospects to pay for my habit of the collecting side of it that I like to keep. So, presidential cuts, old school sets. I'm a big old school set builder of certain grades. They all have to be the same grade. Stuff like that. You know, and that's what I've kind of always told people is that I'm a collector day in and day out. Fernando Tatis Jr. But I have to be knowledgeable in this side of it to be able to maximize what I can. You know, if I had a Nolan Gorman auto, I need to know what I can get out of it to sell. Royce Lewis. Telmito Augustine. I don't know who that is. 159 out of 499 for the Washington Nationals. Going to lose. Presidential cuts. What are presidential cuts? Abraham Lincoln cut autograph out of Pearl Hockey. Yo, this is way better than last night's case. Hands down. Yeah, it's cut autos from the presidents. Like Barack Obama had one in flawless. I think Kennedy, Washington, Lincoln, and maybe Roosevelt had one in flawless as well. I think Roosevelt was in 5-star, along with Johnny Cash, the country music singer. That if that Johnny Cash ever comes up for sale, I will own it. I live less than 10 minutes from his old house from where he lived at, right across the lake. Oh, that's you? I'm sorry, Luke. I apologize. Yeah. Was it Luke on eBay? Or did I just look at it wrong? Where's my Trump one? I had a Trump autograph a long time ago. Long time ago. It was a lot cheaper then than they are now. Yeah, I would like to have all the presidents autographed. That's actual true history. No, they come in. I mean, they're in Topps 5-star. They're in Flawless. They're in Don Russ. They're in Diamond Kings. Leaf does some. There's some in the bar. The product's called the bar. Let's see. What's the other one? Leaf Treasury has some in them. I mean, you just really, it's over years. No. Me and you both, Brown. Baseball. Me and you both, Bubba. I don't do politics, religion, or money. I like it. From my standpoint, I like it because it's actual American history, and that's something that you don't see every day. A Lincoln cut auto. There's not many people in the world that have a Abraham Lincoln signature. No, it's loose. Upper Deck had a bunch. Another set I'm working on is the 600 Home Run Club. You remember those, baseball? The Upper Deck 600 Home Run Club. Those were big hits. I think 99, 98. That's not Fernando. Francisco Arcia, 97 out of 150. Yeah, I just like rare. I mean, stuff like that. I want something that other people don't have. And Transcendent, yes, there was, Marty. Yeah, yes, there was. There's a lot. Transcendent, man. Eloy Jimenez Atomic. The one card in Transcendent that kind of hurt my feelings was the Jackie Robinson cut auto. The one it looked like it had just like little bitty cuts of paper, and it was a wide open window, and this little bitty cut was right here. I was like, you got that kind of product. Find a better cut that you're gonna put in a baseball card. Transcendent is sick, nasty, beautiful cards, but man, they're expensive. Keegan Thompson, 67 out of 125. That is the teal aqua version. I got my business partner went after. I'm trying to think who the damn sets were this year. Was it Otani? Was Otani the set this year? He said James Brown. I actually know a James Brown. He worked for me for 5 years. We called him JB. Yeah, he worked for me for over 5 years. JB, James Brown. Mookie Betts, 15 out of 150. Atomic. The Boston Red Sox. And we did HVAC work, heating and air together. And he was famous for singing Prince songs on all job sites. For some reason, his go-to was Prince. It might be a contract that Topps signed with Hank Aaron years ago as a lifetime contract or something. Yeah, his go-to was Prince. And he would scream it as loud as he could, as often as he could. I threatened to fire him over that once or twice. Luis Robert, 282 out of 499. Wander Franco, Logan Allen. Juan Soto. Danny Jansen. I'm still waiting to hit the first Bryce Harper paper. I've hit more superfractors than I have Bryce Harper papers. Now that's crazy. Brownie, I like it. That is very easy to remember on my end. And there's a regular Christian patch to go with the other one. Yeah, I've pulled more superfractors than Bryce Harper papers. It's terrible. And we got a redemption. We just go straight to it. Diego Cartaya for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers are KJ Campos. And I need some more 55s, it looks like. All right, we got 4 boxes, guys. I got to get some more 55s real fast. What I'm trying to do is in the next calendar year, I'm trying to get completely away from Facebook. Facebook tends to try to consume people's lives, and there's tons and tons and tons of drama. So I'm hoping in the next calendar year, one just sold for $37. Yeah, I mean, I'm dead serious. Brownie, I've opened, man, I think this is my 5th or 6th case. 0 Bryce Harpers, 1 super. Yeah, I'm hoping that in the next, like I said, next calendar year, carry 100% of the breaks over to eBay and break strictly on YouTube. YouTube has a better platform. Videos are so much cleaner. Facebook videos, they're okay. They're not the greatest in the world. YouTube, when I get done, like the video you're watching right now, it's a little dull looking. Once I finish and upload, it'll be crystal clear. The chat system works 1,000 times better. I can see, the average view time. I mean, I see everything that I need to while I'm breaking. Now, I would suggest to YouTube is to maybe give me a bigger window to make sure that what I'm doing, but you've got the 30th auto. No, you're missing the 30th auto super. I like YouTube, man. It's cleaner. The videos, like when I finish up, my video might take 15 minutes to upload, but it's already on YouTube. I love it. I like eBay because I like a schedule. My mom was in the hospital a couple of weeks back, and I didn't get to break for 1 week. We had to cancel all the breaks. Nobody was out any money. I canceled all the teams before it was on a Diamond Kings break, and actually came home one night and did a Gypsy Queen break and explained to everybody what was going on. Guys continue to buy. Day in and day out, I'm getting a new buyer per break. So it's not the same guys over and over, day in and day out, the same 15, 20 people. It's exciting for me. At one time, I would like to think that I was a bigger breaker. Now I just want to break. That's all I want to do. I want to break 5 to 6 nights a week on eBay, and I told Alex and Armac they could have Facebook. I'm going to see exactly what I can do in a year with eBay. She's doing great. She's doing great now. My mother had issue years ago. She had an aneurysm rupture. 428 out of 499. Half the 8's gone. Louise Gillum. She had an aneurysm rupture when I was 13 years old in her brain, and a stroke. She was 33 at the time, and it paralyzed her on the left side. 2 weeks ago, I was actually just finished up going live. My dad called me and said, "Hey, your mom just had a seizure. We're going to the hospital." Hadn't had a seizure in 23 years. Carried her to the hospital. She had 17 in 2 days. They got her on some medicine, which they came in and they said that with past head trauma, it's more likely later on in life. They've got her on medicine. And in 2 weeks, she has had 0 seizures. She's good as gold, just like we are. So everything is good at my house. But, you know, she had, like I said, she had some past stuff go on years and years ago that come back on her a little bit. MJ Melendez Blue Shimmer, 105 out of 150 for the Royals. He's up in 15 cases with 0 superfractors. So, but yeah, it's now, and Armac and Alex would have broke for me, but I had the Diamond Kings cases, and I was like, you know what, we're just going to cancel the breaks. That's what we did. But otherwise, like I said, 90% of the time you're going to get me. 10% of the time you may get Alex or Armac. 263 out of 499. These boys are not like me. They do not have that southern twang. These are California boys. They're actually from Wisconsin, living in California. So you're going to get a lot of you betches. You're going to get a lot of you betches in the break. Oh yeah, you betcha. I make fun of them every day, and they do the same with me. Oh yeah, you betcha. S&P for me. It's terrible. Oh man, it is. But hey, dude, like I said, she's good as gold. Everything checked out fine. All head scans, everything like that, are all normal. They just said that she's gonna have to take medicine. You know, take a pill a day for the rest of her life. We're good with it. 29 out of 125, Lucan Baker. Teal Shimmer for the St. Louis Cardinals. And that's where I'm stingy. I'm stingy, Brownie. Like I told mine, I want her around. I want her to outlive me by 10 years. So she's the best thing ever happened to my son, and me included. My son is her super buddy. That's what we call him. Joe Adele. I'm very big. I look at life as, man, you take care of your family. That's the only one you got. You know, and live life to the fullest, which I try to do every day. We got an orange. Wow. Esteury Ruiz, 23 out of 25 for the Padres. Going to Arcate. That is Mojo. That's new guy Mojo. San Diego Padres. With the big hit, Mr. Ruiz. Wow. Super and an orange good auto. Yep, that's what I said, Marty. Great case. I'm happy with the case. It's not a Wander Franco 4 auto case. Alex opened one of those, but it's strong. Ron Mojo. Ron Mojo. That's a new guy. And technically, I'm going to say Marty's a new guy too, since he just got in last night. So Marty got the Super Factor Mojo. That's Brownie. You have a good night as well. Be safe. Brandon says, wrong Mojo team. Who do you got? You got the Astros. Who are we shooting for in the Astros? Kyle Tucker and who else? Who else do they got other than Kyle Tucker? Kyle Tucker is a beast, minor league beast. Him, Jordan Alvarez, man, way better than Josh Reddick. There's an orange shimmer right there. I don't know if that's autoed or not. Altuve 30th. Forrest Whitley. How's he doing this year? I know Whitley was banned last year with the steroids, but I peeked, but I didn't see who it was. Pash and Drew Waters. Waters is a doubles hitting machine. I think Waters has got 7 or 8 doubles already this year. I think Pash is his power came out of nowhere. He didn't have a lot of power, and now he does. So I don't know if his hands have gotten quicker or if he's just gotten a lot stronger. Oh, the Braves are stupid loaded with form. I mean, you got Austin Riley. What are they doing with Austin Riley right now? Nothing, because I know they signed Donaldson, but Donaldson is a 1-year deal. You got Austin Riley. You got Pash. I wish Shu was here right now. He would enjoy this conversation. Because he starts talking to me about the Braves on the phone, and I just start laughing at him and tell him they don't have that symbol right there on their jersey. Austin Riley, to me, has all the power in the world. He's got to get better with his average. He got to get better with his contact ratio. Yeah, he's got to get his contact ratio up a little bit. Jake Cave, 116 out of 250 purple paper for the Twins. Jordan Adams could be a hell of a ball player. They showed what this guy could do in all sports. It's ridiculous. That kid right there, when they started posting videos of what he was doing in high school he was playing everything. And he was playing a 5-star. I'm amazed. You have a good night as well, Brownie. Alright, let's see if we got a non-autoed or an auto. Matt Manning, 4 out of 25. Orange shimmer for the Tigers, who's doing phenomenally well this year as well. These guys are all out of 16 draft and stuff, man. They're cutting up right now. 16 draft, probably one of the better draft classes in a while. Oh, Adele. Joe Adele. Where are they making these kids at? It wasn't like that when I was growing up. These dudes are big. I mean, just great big kids, and they're damn good. But they need that. The pitchers need to have Tommy John surgery before they're 22. I mean, I'm looking at baseball now compared to what it was. These kids are so much bigger than the old timers. It's silly. Everybody's built like Frank Thomas and runs like Ricky Henderson. Yeah, everybody's built like Frank Thomas and runs like Ricky Henderson. Yordan Alvarez, 10 home runs on the year. Silly. Acuna, if he stays healthy, man, you're looking at. Does he go to the level of Trout? Domingo Acevedo, 32 out of 50 for the New York Yankees. Does he go to the level of Trout? Or is he a bigger, better Mookie Betts? Kyle Mitchell, very good hit. 398 out of 499 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, going to Cat D. Kyle Mitchell. That's who I should have went after instead of Julio Pablo Martinez, but I'm hard-headed. If Trout stays healthy, Trout will go down in history as the greatest baseball player of all time. The problem is to me, he plays like Griffey, so he's destined to get hurt sooner or later. He plays all out, which that's the way you want your guys to play. But if he can maintain, if he can stay healthy, he will be the greatest player that we've all ever seen, hands down. No, but I think they can teach him that. That's something they can find him a better spot, that would be more suited for him, and just and let him play it out. The fielding aspect can be taught. Them hands, hand-to-eye coordination that he has with a baseball bat, that can't be taught. That's just natural. You're partial to Hank Aaron. I would say that mine would probably be, of course, Griffey. Let's see, Griffey, Mays, Mantle. Griffey, Mays, Mantle, Trout, Pete Rose, Cobb, and Hank Aaron. Yeah, because Hank Aaron, I mean, and as bad as I dislike him, Barry Bonds. What Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, and Mark McGwire did for baseball, baseball knew what they were doing. They needed fans in the stands. And so to come out years later and act like, they had no clue. Brooks Robinson was probably, to me, greatest third baseman ever. Yeah, Brooks Robinson was in Maryland. Yeah, Cal, you got Ripken. Ripken was great for a long time. And it wasn't because he played every day. He actually was very good at what he did. Boy, Baltimore had a hell of a squad years ago. They just couldn't do anything with it. Melvin Moore, Miguel Tejada, Jay Gibbons, Rafael Palmeiro, the Moose. I'm Brooks and Chipper Jones, and then Schmidt would be third for me. Schmidt would go down as third, and then behind Schmidt, I'd have Scott Rowland as a defensive third baseman, not hitting as well, because we're just calling out third basemen. One of the greatest shortstops to ever live was Omar Vizquel. The Babe Ruth Museum. Camden Yards. Maikel Franco, 23 out of 25. You got one of the coolest baseball stadiums in the world, though. When you get to hit home runs off the buildings in right field, that's awesome. George Brett has to be in the top 3 defensively or overall. Because I don't know. Defensively, Nolan Arenado is going to go down as one of the greatest third basemen. AJ Puck, Atomic. Yeah, Nolan Arenado is going to go down as one of the best if he can stay healthy. Overall, defensively, them dudes are wizards, man. I've always said that. Full-fledged wizards. What they did on the hot corner was amazing. Overall, George Brett would have to be top 3. Cole Tucker, 82 out of 125. There's a few playing ball right now that are damn good. I don't particularly care for their attitudes. Yes, and the home run derby with the hat turned around backwards. Yes, sir, he did. Griffey was to me, it was the greatest. The best defensive player, and see, I would argue that Andruw Jones is not even a top 10 if you say he's the greatest, and Jim Edmonds is still sitting right there. Yordan Alvarez, 251 out of 499. Jim Edmonds, to me, was better than Andruw Jones. Griffey was better than both of them. But again, that's my biased opinion. I'm very biased. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Yeah, Griffey hands down. You know that little meme? Griffey's the greatest. Prove me wrong. And anything that you say, I'm like, nope. Not even close. 90s baseball clips, man, they were ridiculous. But I wonder, in all honesty, I wonder how many of them we're using and how many of them we're not. I mean, we know that some of the pitchers, we've found out that some of the pitchers were. But I mean, could you imagine them coming out and being like, Greg Maddux was found to use steroids for 17 years of his career? Well, I would disagree with that because the man couldn't throw over 86 miles an hour. 103 out of 499, Forrest Whitley. You know, Greg Maddux, what they say, Greg Maddux bought a dog when he retired, still hadn't been walked yet. You know, dude threw 86 as a fastball and threw an 82 mile an hour changeup. Who does that? Oh, Edmonds did dive unnecessarily a lot. Andruw Jones covered ground. Andruw Jones could cover ground like nobody's business. Hunter Green. Mojo, he says. We're looking for the mojo. Let's see it. I done got carried away talking about old baseball. I'm over here breaking slow now. You guys got me off my game. I appreciate it. I like to talk sports and stuff. Andrew Kneisner. 30 out of 50 for the St. Louis Cardinals. Going to Logger. 30-30. Andrew Kneisner. It's a nice card. Dude, we had a hell of a case tonight. Yeah, anything other than hot dogs. The man never gained speed. If anything, he lost it. His eyesight went bad. His glasses got thicker. I seen Bobby Cox in Chicago in early March. Marty. I went to the Chicago, I think it was the Chicago Spectacular or something like that. Spectacle or whatever it was called. And he was staying in the same hotel that we were. Well, we got off the elevator together, and I looked at him and I said, Mr. Cox, I said, I got to ask you one question. I said, how hard was it to have the pitching lineup that you had with Smokes, Glavine, Avery, Maddux, Wohlers? I mean, how hard was it to say, okay, guys, who's up? He said, he looked me straight in my face, looked me just square as could be, smiled. Of course, I had my Chicago Cubs shirt on. Looked at me, smiled, and said, that was Leo's job. I didn't have to worry about it. He said, when you got that many Hall of Famers, that many wins amongst them, there was nothing we had to do. Give them the ball and let them go. Because I was amazed by the old Braves. I mean, and I was never a Braves fan. I hated that chop thing. Yeah, okay, I don't care nothing about it. The year they beat the Indians, I think I cried in the World Series. But he did. He looked at me. He straightened my face and smiled. He said, I didn't have to worry about it. He said, they were Hall of Fame pitchers, but that was Leo's job. I mean, my next question to him was going to be, did you ever have to worry about firing Leo? You know, Leo Mazzoni? Did you ever have to think about firing him? Because he had great pitchers his entire career. Oh, I'm sore about Maddux. Maddux was on the Cubs team when I was a kid. Okay? You had him, Ryan Sandberg, Sean Dunston, Andre Dawson, Mark Grace, who had his slump busters, Benito Santiago, Joe Girardi, whoever they could get behind the plate, Lee Smith, Rick Sutcliffe. I mean, they had hell of teams. They could never do anything with it. And then in 2012, they're like, hey guys, we're going to start winning a little bit. We're going to start winning just a little bit. Get your hopes up. Then we're going to have a Aroldis Chapman almost tear your heart out. with his 85-mile-an-hour fastball and slider. Because Madden used him too much. Oh, luckily there's a rain delay. And Dexter Fowler was our MVP. Yeah. Last box, guys. Good luck, everybody. Thank you all for the fill tonight. Hope you enjoyed yourself during the break. All right, let's see what we got here. Last box Mojito Mojo. From about 96. Austin Beck, 57 out of 250, purple chrome. Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't fun. I'm glad they're doing good, man. It's good for baseball. It's really good for baseball to have good, a lot of good teams in the league now. 251, no, it's 261 out of 499. Ozzie Albies, who is the steal for the next 7 years, or they stole that guy right there got stolen. And like here's $35 million. He was like, thank you. Yes, I'll play for your organization for a long time. Cole Reagans, Atomic. Smokes, Maddux, Glavine, Danny Nagel. You have Mark Wohlers, because I remember Wohlers getting rocked by Jim Leyritz in the World Series. They were up. Leyritz hits the bomb. It barely covers the wall. Yes, I said bomb because I was talking about the Braves losing. They had Klesko on first. Gary Sheffield. Danny Nagel. Let's see. Mark Lemke. Jeff Blauser. Terry Pendleton. Ron Gant. Justice. And Kenny Lofton. Otis Nixon was before Kenny. Yeah, you had Otis, and then you got Kenny Lofton. Am I missing anybody? Javier Lopez. There you go, Javi Lopez. Who I still to this day think he was on the juice. That man was way too big to be a hind catcher. Yeah, I think Javi was on the juice. Andrus Galarraga later on, and he took the place of him, and McGriff took the place of Klesko. And then didn't you have Sid Breen for a little while too? Brennan McKay. Oh, Javi was on the juice 100%. Yeah, he was way too. He was built like he was built like Bobby Bonilla, but with muscles. Is that an orange auto back there? I hope it is. I hope we get some new guy mojo going right here, guys. Jared Kelnick. $25 out of 25. Estevan Florial for the New York Yankees, going to Pac-Man 099. Pac-Man, that's a nice hit right there. I got outbid on one of these earlier today and lost it. 25 out of 25. Estevan Florial. Rafael Furcal with an absolute cannon of an arm. Furcal would throw you out from left field. I mean, he was ridiculous. Israel Wilson, 59 out of 250, purple, going to the Atlanta Braves, and PC load letter. Congrats, Marty. Israel Wilson, purple. Guys, I'd like to thank you all for joining the break today. We're going to pop this hit recap out in just a second. Other than the break, I appreciate the conversation more than anything. The Yankees prospects. Florial is hurt right now, but I like him. I'm not invested in him, but I think he's a good ball player. Jeter Downs, 228 out of 250, purple paper for the Dodgers. Yeah, I appreciate the conversation tonight, guys. I truly do. It makes the breaking so much more fun. Get to make fun of other people's favorite teams and stuff like that. I've actually got a break on YouTube. It's a draft case break. The entire break, we're talking about football. The entire break goes on, and we mention nothing the entire time about baseball. We're talking football the entire time. It's great. Stuff like that, man, it makes you happy to be doing what you're doing. New Guy Mojo is dead. I'm sorry about that, Mark. That's atomic numbered. Man, I forgot about the Luciano. Hell, the Luciano was a good hit. Wow. This case was very, very good. All right. The atomics are non-numbered. We'll get to those. We'll put those first. Then we're going to go purple, orange, blue, purple, orange, sky blue. Sky blue, purple, blue, and orange. Brandon, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Refractor, sparkles, orange, blue, red, teal, atomic. There we go. Blues, teal, oranges, gold, teal, refractor, purple, and orange. So we got $4.99. Purple. Purple. It's $2.99. $2.50. $1.50. What's the atomics? $1.50. $1.50. $1.25. $50. $25 and 5s. Base blue, sparkle, base atomics. Just put those right there. Blues. Refractor, gold shimmer, purple. So we got base, refractors. These are out of $2.99, $2.99, $2.50, $1.50, $1.50, $25. All right, guys, hit recap. My favorite Topps draft. I'm a fan of draft and definitive Topps finest. All right, guys, hit recap. Atomic non-numbers: Anthony K, Jose De La Cruz, Austin Beck, Miguel Amaya, Daniel Johnson, Nate Pearson, Christian Javier, Eloy Jimenez, Ronaldo Hernandez, Jordan Adams, AJ Puck, and Cole Reagans. We got paper, number out of $4.99 first. Ozzie Albies, Jordan Alvarez, Daniel Johnson, Luis Gillum, Esteury Ruiz, and Brandon Crawford. Purple out of $2.50, Jeter Downs, Jake Cave, Brent Rooker, Jordan Alvarez. Blue out of $1.50, Francisco Arcia, Jazz Chisholm. Orange out of $25, Maikel Franco, Alex Kirilloff, and a Taylor Widener. Chrome refractors out of $4.99, Forrest Whitley, Luis Robert, Mitch Keller, Nick Neidert. We got the sparkles out of $2.99, Helio Ramos, Julio Rodriguez. Purple out of $2.50, Austin Beck, Brent Honeywell. Blue shimmer out of $1.50, MJ Melendez. True blue out of $1.50, Sean Murphy. Atomic 30th anniversary, Mookie Betts. Atomic Top 100, Alex Kirilloff. Teal Aqua 56 Bel Air Seafoam out of $125, Cole Tucker, Lucan Baker, and Keegan Thompson. Gold shimmer out of $50, Domingo Acevedo. True orange out of $25, numbered 25 of 25, Estevan Florial. Orange Shimmer Matt Manning. Ian Anderson top 100. And a Red Shimmer Leody Tavares for the Texas Rangers, numbered 5/5. Auto-wise, guys, we had Diego Cartaya base, Keegan Thompson, Connor Capel, Lyon Richardson, refractor out of 499, Cal Mitchell, Telmito Augustin, Sparkles, Marco Luciano, big hit right there. Purple, Israel Wilson, blue non-auto, Yasniel Diaz. Blue auto, Christian Santana out of 150. Edward Cabrera out of 100. Andrew Kleisner, gold shimmer out of 50. 23 out of 25, Esteury Ruiz for the San Diego Padres. And my favorite hit of the night, 1/1 Superfractor Christian Posh, non-autoed, 30th anniversary. Guys, thank you all for getting in. I truly appreciate it. I think I've got a 3-case player break up for Sunday that breaks on Monday. Other than that, I think I got to figure out in the next 24 hours what I'm going to list next on eBay. I've got plenty more Bowman. I think I'm going to do a Contenders Draft football and maybe a couple of Bowman for next week. Guys, keep your eyes peeled on what we're doing on eBay. You know, subscribe to us on YouTube. Be safe. Thank you all for joining, and I'll get everything shipped out to you tomorrow. Thank you, guys.